Hi guys, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for a while. I was inspired by, recently I've been watching a lot of atheist YouTubers, primarily Mr. Atheist and Telltale. They're my favorites. I've watched a few others as well, GM Skeptic, Rachel Oates, who else? There have been a few that I've taken an interest in. So I wanted to start this channel to discuss my own religious upbringing and my recent, within the last few years, deconversion. And as the channel gets bigger, as I start to get subscribers, I would also like to start bringing other people on to tell their stories. The first thing I want to do, I want to start off by explaining how I came up with the name of this channel, We of Little Faith. During my deconversion in mainly in 2017, it was a very slow process. It didn't happen all at once. It was basically most of 2017. But it started a little bit before that. But during that time, there were two songs that I would just listen to all the time. Like, I would put the song on repeat and just listen to it for like an hour while I was doing other stuff. One of them was Tim Minchin's song, Thank You God. I absolutely love that song. It's just, the guy is a lyrical genius. So I would listen to that song when I was feeling angry, defiant, frustrated, just towards religion in general. The other song I was listening to a lot was by this band called Nickel Creek. It was the song Doubting Thomas. And that's a kind of slower, more somber song. It's a little more serious. And I would listen to that when I was, kind of feeling more upset about the fact that I was basically, losing everything I grew up believing. And that song was especially cathartic because I didn't really allow myself to feel a lot of sadness about kind of slowly losing my faith, because when I first started questioning and looking into what prominent atheists had to say, I was mainly watching a lot of Richard Dawkins, a lot of Christopher Hitchens, and I really like those guys and I really respect them. But to me, they kind of came off as, I don't know, a little unsympathetic towards people who are still holding on to their religious beliefs. And so whenever I would start to feel upset about losing my faith, I would feel foolish for that. I would feel like, well, it's stupid to be upset about not believing in God anymore because I never should have in the first place. I felt like it was a foolish belief, so it's foolish to feel sad about losing it, basically. Which, that's not true. You can absolutely feel sad about everything you've ever believed just coming crumbling down. That's painful. That's really upsetting. Even if it needs to happen, it's still really upsetting. And so listening to that Nickel Creek song was kind of really the only time I would allow myself to feel upset. And there's a line in the chorus that says, "Oh, me of little faith." And the song is kind of lonely. It's just the story of one person's one person losing their faith. And that's how I felt at the time. I felt lonely. Deconversion is often a lonely process, and I didn't really have anybody to talk to. I had one friend, my friend Cody, who he was my coworker at the time. He was very encouraging, always very insightful. So I would talk to him a lot. He was raised like me. He was raised by conservative evangelical Christians, and he's gotten very far away from that now. He's a far left liberal who really kind of sees the Bible in metaphorical terms. But he's still a Christian. He still believes in God. So as helpful as he was, and as much as I appreciated his insight and encouragement, even he couldn't fully understand. So it felt very lonely. So it was a very lonely process. So I took that line from the song, Me of Little Faith, and I changed it to We of Little Faith. Because I want to send the message that you're not alone. Like, if you're questioning your faith, if you're going through that deconversion process, and you feel like there's nobody out there that understands that, there is an entire community online. There is an entire community of people who have been through that and understand the pain and the frustration and the anger that you're feeling. You're not alone. There are a lot of us out here. So that's why I chose the name of my channel. I'm going to be telling stories, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I'm going to be telling stories about my own religious upbringing and, when exactly I began to doubt and started kind of really began to leave the faith. But I'm also going to tell stories of when I was younger, when I still fully believed, but there were just little things that just pinged my common sense, I guess, or my sense of empathy. Things about the religion, the way it was practiced, that just didn't seem right. That just seemed off. Oh, I should have mentioned, I was raised Southern Baptist. My parents are very politically and socially conservative. The church we went to was also pretty conservative. I grew up in Louisiana, so that tells you what you need to know about the political climate. We were basically in my youth minister used to call it the buckle of the Bible Belt. So one of those places where when you meet somebody, the first question they ask you is, where do you go to church? I live in Chicago now, so I'm really glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Look for more videos from me soon. I might go in chronological order with my own story, and I might just decide, screw that, and just jump around a lot. I'm not sure yet. That's it for today. See you guys in the next video. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and remember, empathy is everything.